sarcastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rescued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sag Daddy the Pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sag Daddy the Pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sag Daddy the Pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed. Now here's my dumb voice. So no one told you life. Every time you go, can you clap? I'm gonna go.
What?
I met somebody the other day that they were watching Friends. It was Katie Boyle. Comedian Katie Boyle was talking about how much she loves Friends, and they were playing it at New York Comedy Club, and the theme song came on, and I went. It was like, no one told you life was gonna be this way. And she was like, you clap with it? I never clapped with it. And I was like, you don't clap with it? Everyone claps with it. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Sag Daddy the Pod. We got a great episode for you guys today. It was awesome. It was incredible. It was stupendous. It was everything that you could want in a podcast, plus 90 more minutes. Today on the podcast, Mike Feeney and Mike Cannon. I mean, obviously, how else am I going to start this? A little homage to Here's the Scenario. A little homage. Homage? A little homage to Here's the Scenario and Blunts with the Boys and that life. It's almost as if one last hurrah before I'm on to my next thing. So this is it. Do I sound, I'm exhausted from it. It was hilarious. A lot of breakthroughs in therapy these past couple of days, and I do feel good. One of the breakthroughs is living moment to moment. Okay. Everything is a moment. Sometimes you feel sad. Just live in that moment. And you go, and then the next time you go, oh, that was weird. That was weird that I felt sad about. I guess it wasn't weird. I mean, that makes sense that I felt sad about that. But now I don't really feel that as much anymore. And also, so that really helped me to just go like, you kind of just, it's like you just think about the. I'm having a spiral. Another thing I learned is decisions. Decisions are very hard for me. It's hard to make a decision because you're always like, well, is this the right one? Is this the wrong one? And it isn't about that. Do you have trouble with that, Nicole? Right before you wanted to drink your water. Nicole is sweating because she's sitting right next to the radiator that's been on, and she goes to take her one sip of water, the one sip of water that I allow her to have per episode, and now I'm not giving it to her. Water! You look like you're in the desert.
I do struggle with decisions, though. I overthink them to death. I think about it way too much to the point where I can't actually feel confident in what I'm doing, especially when it comes to making decisions and interactions with other people and like setting boundaries and stuff like that. It's really hard for me to feel okay.
Yeah, me too. I have a thing, even when I'm playing a video game, where if I play a video game and you can go down two different hallways in the game, and both hallways will get you to the next level in some way, but they have different things about them and maybe different secret locations and stuff. I struggle with that. I hate when video games do that because I'm like, I'm never going to replay this game. I'm not going to like play the game and then replay it just so I can make all the decisions that I didn't make in the first one. I'm done with the game. Just don't add any of the decisions. So that to an extent that has more stakes, it's just a problem. Like, but I've learned that there are no wrong decisions and there are no right decisions. I mean, there's wrong ones that you can look at and you go, that was a wrong decision. But whenever you're making a decision, you're not like, I'm picking the wrong one. You just have to pick it, commit to it. There's picking decisions and committing. You pick the decision, you commit to it, and then you just see where that takes you through a variety of different decisions that you're making throughout the day. So that's your moment of zen for the show. I'm just going to get right into it. I hope that helps because I wish somebody said that to me. I wish somebody said to me, it's not about right or wrong. It's making a decision and sticking to it and committing to it, or deciding that decision was wrong and then killing yourself. I wish someone said that to me. I wish a teacher went, well, Brandon, you can always kill yourself. And I go, are you supposed to say that? Are you supposed to say that? What? You're supposed to tell me that I'm going to kill myself? Look, no, but I'm the cool guidance counselor. He just told me to kill myself. Anyway, whatever. So have a good episode. Have a good day. When you make your decisions, commit to it. Be confident. Confident. Could I have said confident any less confident? Be confident. And what was the other one that I learned? Oh, and what was the other one? The decisions, and there was another one. What the fuck did I say before that? Moments. Enjoy the moment. Be in the moment. And that's it. We'll see. Enjoy the episode with Mike Cannon and Mike Feeney. Starting now. A podcast.
We're just
starting.
We're just one of every one of those.
Yeah.
We did one of those for a while.
That was a perfect sentence.
We're just like
every one of those. Really?
Yeah, I mean that was
I do point and laugh a lot.
That was
at
crazy.
people.
Yeah.
I do point and laugh a lot. Testing. Are we going?
Yeah, whenever you want.
I don't like doing it. You think I'm gonna have a podcast where I start it? I mean, that's my worst fear. That was my worst quality with Here's the Scenario.
What's that?
What's that?
Starting it. Like being like, hi, everybody. Welcome to the fucking show.
And yet here.
But if you do it the other way where you're like, we're just going,
Screaming.
it's fucking lame.
Screaming.
Well, it's the only time I'm ever loud in this apartment and everybody else is so fucking loud.
I just realized how fun it's going to be to let and actually force Brendan to steer this.
Yeah. With us having zero professional repercussions.
I mean, you could feel how weird the dynamic is. You're like, this is not supposed to be like this.
Yeah, there's finally zero impact on my professional career.
Yeah, well, once this releases,
Hands off the wheel.
you don't know.
What?
Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. We're doing the podcast again. We have a bunch of questions.
Are we debuting this at number 1? Is this your first?
I wanted it to be number 1, but Nicole said that was a bad idea.
Yeah, she's holding a
agree.
real.
Nicole
I completely agree.
Nicole thinks the first one should be the first one. We did 120 minutes.
What? Yeah.
How did it? We do 120 minutes last
Wow.
time?
Maybe more. And Brendan only talked about his childhood.
Yeah.
To
and
me.
there was a lot left
Just
out.
scratch the surface. Yeah.
Sincerely, like we only talked about till like how old was I? Like 5, 6? Like
We only
went through
focused
the-
on kindergarten.
we only focused on kindergarten and like being a baby around that age and
Yeah.
like all the. And I want to also say, because I was going through a rough time and I said, and I think I still said that episode where I don't necessarily believe this, and I think it's a stupid opinion that I had, but my brain said, because I did this thing to a kid when I was younger, this kid, Zach, I like lied that he hit me and he got in a bunch of trouble and probably sent his life into a spiral. He could be dead right now. I have no idea. But, and I said, I think because of that, God is punishing me. What did I say? By making women not treat me well?
But then you listed multiple stories of like bad relationships with men. Also.
Yeah, so I guess whatever it just isn't real.
So
There's
was
one
that-
common denominator in all of those
and
stories.
I want to second episode. I'm already like, I'd like to retract my
gonna say.
statements.
I thought you were going to backtrack on something bad you said, not take ownership over how shitty you were.
I think that's better though. I took ownership over how shitty I think that statement was, even though at the time I still was like, I don't believe this, but. I'm coming out of that. I'm good. I'm good now. But I actually had something happen that I wanted to tell you guys so bad. Like the minute it happened, this was 2 days ago. The minute it happened, I like opened the chat and I was like, save it. You have to save this. Me and my mom were hanging out and we went back. I went back to Long Island to like get whatever with her and lunch, and we had to do some passport shit. So whatever. But we're at the post office, and my mom is sitting there. She's parked outside the post office, and there's a guy who wants to get into the spot that we're in, and he's waiting. And then he goes, "We're in there for like a minute or two." My mom's like slowly putting her seatbelt on, checking her fucking this and that, and we just hear, "Huh?" And me and my mom both like, "Okay, you know, we see you, whatever." Then he pulls around my mom and he backs up. He's backing up into a spot that's in front of her. And he's getting so close that my mom goes, "Hey," and lays on the horn. Like, I was so uncomfortable with her doing that I was like, stop. And she's like, "The guy's gonna fucking hit me." And he was getting close. And I think he was doing it to scare her.
Of course.
But she was going, "Hey," to his, "Hey." And he comes out of this car. It's like a 60-something-year-old guy, fucking Long Island guy, like not gonna hurt nobody. I could have kicked this guy's ass.
Okay.
He comes out of the car. He starts walking towards the post office, looking at my mom. My mom's going, you know, like doing that through the windshield. He's going,
"What are you doing in the passenger seat?"
I'm sitting there.
I'm just in the cut.
I'm just in the cut.
Okay.
And I tried to be in the cut. I really did.
Great name for a podcast.
Tried to be in the cut.
No,
Or
just in the cut. Yeah.
I'm sure there's like a... Nicole, look that up. No, I'm kidding. She could do whatever I say.
She very
She
much
does whatever I
will
say.
not, because she literally threw her hand up in anger when he said that. She's like,
Because minutes before we started, Brendan's like, "I'm not going to want to look anything up." Don't connect your computer to my TV.
we have a hard don't look anything up.
We don't look
policy.
anything up. And so he goes, "Do we have a problem?" to my mom. And he's like, "Do we have a problem?" And then he starts walking towards her window.
Mhm.
And that gets me a
Yeah,
little
of
bit.
course.
That starts me. I'm like,
No,
not
it's
only
physically intimidating your mother.
this is becoming a threat.
Yeah.
And I go, but I'm still in the cut because my
Mhm.
mom is a fucking pro to deal with people. You know,
Mhm.
she's a cunt, basically. She's good at it. You know, like, did I ever tell you that like it only just hit me that my teachers would constantly be talking about how much like of a badass my mom was? Like, "Yeah, your mom don't want to fuck with Brendan's mom," and that was them telling me she was a cunt. You know, I just realized that. That was them being like, "She's a fucking asshole." But
Yeah.
anyway, so he comes to the window. He comes to the window. How am I doing? He comes to the window.
I'm making eye contact. I'm smiling.
Time
I'm
check.
saying, yeah. I'm in, man. I'm still in. Feeney is being as unsupportive as humanly possible.
I'm clinging to the end of the story, the part where it gets good.
Okay.
I don't even care. This is his podcast.
Yeah, I know.
love
That's
it.
why I'm
I love
like,
it.
You should care. So
what's the name of this?
it's called Sag Daddy Depod. Did you not know that?
That's
I just
awesome.
wanted you to say it. Go ahead.
Top tier.
He walks towards the car and he's going, "Do we have a problem?" My mom, he goes, "Do we have a problem?" And I'm sitting there.
What
'cause
was that? She rolled down the window?
She rolled down the window.
Okay.
So she
I
rolled
picked that
down the
up.
window.
No, I just wanted to confirm, but that's also a dumb move. Why would she put nothing between her and an assailant?
I don't know.
You already said this guy's not going to do anything.
And my mom said that
What
too.
does that mean?
But you don't
Would
know.
you give him an ocular pat down, you dummy?
Yeah.
You have absolutely no
There's-
idea what
I
this
would-
guy's
I agree
about.
with both
if I
of
had
you.
to bet money, I would bet that Brendan has his phone open and is either texting or scrolling until
Candy Crush.
the person's walking up, or Candy Crush, until
No.
the person's walk. You don't have your phone in your hand?
It's a good guess, but no. I mean, my phone is in my hand. For sure.
So
I mean,
instead of no, you
but
meant
it's
yes.
But I'm like this.
There is something.
You're doing
playing.
this.
I'm
You're
going like this. I'm like this
This is
now.
you. You're going like this.
Yeah.
You're going.
Because I'm like,
whoa.
because I was going like that, and then it was as soon as she was going, I was like, stop.
But also, you could basically pistol whip somebody with an iPhone now, so you might as well keep it in your hand.
Right.
So go ahead,
they're
keep
also
going.
waterproof.
So your mom just basically goes, "Punch me in the face,"
Right.
opens her window.
So my mom opens her window, which is a bad move. But I'm
Yeah.
sitting there and I'm going, you know what? Stakes are low. This guy's not going to do shit. Let me work on my anger here.
I would have been out of the car already. Go ahead.
And he had a stupid box that all like, because he was bringing it to the post office. So he was just holding a box, and I just kept imagining me going, go, and pushing.
pushing and stomping and mean and grr. Yeah.
Dude, if I got out of the car and I just went,
Yeah. Dude, he would run in the other direction.
You'd climb up on the hood of the car.
yeah, I'm like,
Perch. Yeah.
yeah. So my mom rolls down the window in an act of dangerousness, and she says to him, she goes, "You're backing up into me. You couldn't wait a minute. We were coming out. I was just putting my seatbelt on. You couldn't wait one fucking minute."
Mhm.
And he goes, and this guy goes, so I'm going, Mom's got this. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I'm going, Mom's got this.
Sure.
Work on my anger. Because it's coming up. It's
You're
going.
really justifying your inactivity here, but go ahead.
So I'm like,
So I'm doing nothing
So
while
I'm
my mom takes
reclining.
the complete
Yeah, I go,
brunt of
hey,
this
don't talk
social
to me like that.
interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, stop doing that.
So my mom glances around for any help. I give nothing. So she's faced with this
I
asshole.
had just hit the jackpot on Candy Crush, which, as you know,
you
it's
have
a
to-
rare feat.
you have to keep going.
Yeah.
Her teeth are up against the curb at this point.
Yeah, and Brendan's asking for a credit card to get more lives.
The guy's literally like, "Are you sure?" Yeah, I'm opening another Macy's card. Mom, handle it. So so he goes to the window. My mom says the seatbelt thing. He goes, and this is when I had to jump in because I'm a cunt myself.
Mhm.
The cunt hasn't fallen far from the tree.
From the cunt.
And he was like, I was there waiting like half a minute. And I go, half a minute? That's 30 seconds. You couldn't wait? You're that impatient? And then he says to my mom, he goes, "Well, maybe you shouldn't have your license," which is like old people mic drop
Right.
thing.
I thought he was going to be like, "You tell your daughter to shut the fuck up."
You tell your they to be quiet.
You tell them. And so he goes, and that's just mean. There's nothing else besides, because we're kind of having an argument
Is
where
your mom
we're
that like much older than this guy?
no, she's like in her 60s.
Here's the thing.
She's in her
is he-
late 60s.
It's definitely
but she doesn't
mean.
look old.
It's exactly what I would have said.
Right.
It's exactly what I would have said.
Right. So
I mean, I probably wouldn't. Well, I would, but I'd hope I wouldn't have freaked out over 30 seconds. But maybe if it was like 3 or 4 minutes, I would have been upset.
it was
2
not.
minutes is
Okay.
a long time.
It was also like there was a spot right behind us. Like,
Right. But once you see, if he also believed that she shouldn't have had her license, then the impatience and also his attitude should have slowed down. Like he should have been like, "Hey, like chill out." But he was gaslighting,
But-
or at least trying to be a cocksucker.
The question is,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you'll know the answer to this, but from his perspective, was she 30 seconds foot on the brake and possibly even in reverse foot on the brake? Because then it's like, I'm about to go.
Good.
That is a good question.
Because then it's about to
That
go.
is a good question. And no, she was not. She
So
didn't
she
have
was
any.
parked.
I mean, she was still parked.
Okay, so then that's credit back to her then.
But also, let me put let me like put you in the exact like road we were on. It was very open. It was vacant. There was no point in him being like, it wasn't like the stakes weren't high on this parking spot.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It was like he could have
Oh, there were
waited.
other spots.
There were other spots.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Well, maybe you should have your license taken away," which is like, she wasn't even driving. So it was like, maybe you should have your license taken away. Now my brain goes, he just called her old and stupid.
Yeah.
And that's your mother. You know what I mean? So I was like, so I go, what the fuck did I say? I went, "Shut the fuck up."
What did I say? I had to think about that.
I go,
What clever little limerick did I spin for this? Oh, right. Shut the fuck up.
Outstanding, dude. It's really clever.
so I go, and we'll have to bleep this next part, but I go, we got to. But I will say it because I'll own up to it. I go, "Shut the fuck up," and he goes, he goes like he's like taken back by it, and then he goes, "Have a blessed day," and I went, I just screamed at
The
him.
Long Island came spilling
across
out.
my mom. I
Did your mom
this.
look at you and high five you?
My mom never
They
heard
made
me.
out.
My mom, My mom never heard me say that before, and that was me being like, "Oh God," she just heard me say
that before.
Yeah, I've never said that in front of her before. Wow. But she didn't. I mean, just to skip ahead, she did not.
Good.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh my God, Peter Parker.
Oh, little rabbit.
Yeah. What are you, Ariel Elias?
Dude, if that was metal, you would have looked like a little rabbit.
She was not fazed by it at all, actually, when I said that. But so I go.
She wasn't fazed at all.
She wasn't fazed at all.
Did you address it, or did she go like, nice?
No, I didn't address it, but we kept kind of talking about me. I kept going. I was like, oh, I really wish she didn't get me to that point. And she goes, it happens. She was like, that guy, you got to imagine what being a part of that guy's family is like. Like, we just had a run in with a weirdo like an asshole. Like, imagine being a part of his family. Well, I'm the one being like, you know, so
you're really giving Nicole quite a 3.
2 bleeps there.
It was 3 at least, but for sure.
Well, I only said it twice.
I'm curious, like, so because you're in fight or flight in that moment. Like, that's why you say that, and you have nothing. Like, there's nothing that's really even creative or to the point or anything.
You'd
like,
think
it's just
a comic would be able to
But no, not a comic, because this is a different thing. When it's potential physical
fight or
conflict,
flight,
it's bringing you back to a lot of stuff that you can't even isn't comedy.
Right.
So
I'm literally like down the road.
You're fire hosing energy, and it comes out in the worst thing that you can think of.
In my hometown, where it was like, you know.
Yeah.
So I say that, he goes like this, and then he walks away. And he goes like this. This is where I was like, this could be a bit. And I did, anyway, I think this could be a bit. But he blows a kiss at me. And I was so angry, and I didn't know what to do with that. Like, I wanted the last word so bad, I caught the kiss. He went, mwah, and I went like this. And then I realized what I did. I aggressively grabbed his kiss. And then I went, fuck you. And I flipped him off. And then
you would have grabbed it, rolled down the window, and threw it out.
Put it under my mom's tire.
Aggressively catch.
I caught it. It was so funny.
I love that you realized what you'd done.
Yeah. And that was a really good feeling. Like, when I was angry in the car, and I was like, this guy, and then I caught his kiss.
Yeah.
And it made me laugh. And I went, okay, well, at least there's that.
Did you feel athletic?
For catching his kiss. Yeah, I went, and I threw it. I threw it to a quarterback.
You threw it to a quarterback.
I threw it to the quarterback.
That's good.
Classic.
So what was it like in the car?
Someone's got to throw the ball to the quarterback, even if it's not a part of the game. They have to give the ball.
Almost
to the quarterback.
never.
How do they get the ball to the quarterback?
They snap it.
Someone throws it at it.
Nope.
At him.
It's a snap. It's because it's between the legs.
What do you call? But wouldn't
Snap,
you put a
it's called.
snap in between and like under the umbrella of types of ways to throw?
I would. I have to be honest, man. I can't.
Yeah.
All right.
There you go.
You know what's
I'll
weird?
remember it.
You know what's funny is
If we're
forgot.
talking honesty.
I legitimately forgot we were on a comedy podcast, and I just said something. I was just like, yes, that is true. It does fall under throw.
Well, you don't have to make fun of me just because we're on a comedy podcast.
Why? That's the definition of it.
I think we got more of a laugh out of you agreeing with me
Agreeing to me.
than what it was.
You bowed down
I
to
know,
him.
but I could feel how hurt Feeney was, and I'm on the same couch as him.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys look good.
Thanks.
It's a good look for you too.
The same
What?
couch, a love seat.
Yeah, I love seeing.
The
look.
same color as Feeney's shirt.
Yeah. I'm not wearing
How's he
a
look
jacket.
on camera?
And they're sitting the exact same way.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
look
Well,
at
you can't do that. You can't do that. We can't do this. And just
Little
sit
high
like
five.
That's not bad.
power foot.
Let's keep that.
Yeah.
What size foot are you?
This isn't bad.
11.
10 and a
11?
half.
10 and a half.
Yeah.
You're a 10 and a half?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a 10 and a half.
Oh, dude, I got
Nice.
those shoes. I got those shoes from that stolen Chinese website, and I ordered
are
an
they?
11, and they came, and they're at least a 14 and a half.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. It sucks. They're so nice, too. They're like the exact either replica or actual shoe.
That really is like, it's like we were just talking. I ordered that pendant on Etsy, and I was like, this is too good to be true. They're gonna put this cool fucking thing. The person was actually DMing me, like being like, "How do you want it?" And da da da. And then today, I looked
Doing
and
your job.
doing their job, And what, you left because I went da-da-da? Like,
No, I
I'm
was
like I'm
laughing.
Ice Spice.
You saying they DM'd me, how do you want it? Because I'm a child.
Pause. And we say a lot of slang on this podcast.
That's cool,
just so
man.
you
Yeah,
know.
I guess Cameron and Mace let you feel like yourself, huh?
Also, my pendant, he keeps calling it a pendant.
It is a pendant.
It's
but
a piece,
it's like
right?
a big chain that
Yeah.
says Sag Daddy on it.
Yeah.
It's not like a jewel or.
Oh my God.
yeah.
It says Sag Daddy?
It was supposed to. I'm getting a big chain that's going to say Sag Daddy.
And you're gonna wear it when?
No, I'm.
What do you mean no? Why are you getting it then?
We're gonna.
Are you gonna wear that on stage?
No, who am I? Come on,
You?
who am I?
Sag Daddy, I guess.
I don't think anybody would have
Read
a problem
it.
with
A man I thought I knew.
I would wear it under my clothes. That's what I would think is cool to wear it under
What?
your.
So you
your
look like Iron Man?
Just so so there's like a.
Casual Iron
Yeah,
Man
I'd
going
love
to the
that,
farmer's
dude.
market?
It depends. I mean, whenever I get one and it comes, if it's heavy and cool, I might wear it a couple times.
But what, ideally, where are you wearing it?
When whoa.
You already did that on Ian's podcast. Don't
That's my
recycle that for
thing.
clips.
That's my thing now.
You
Clip
already
it.
fucking, you already got a viral clip out of that. Shut up. Don't make it your thing.
Oh, are you the wee wah woo guy?
Oh, we
that's
and he
cool.
already had
And
it
I
as
did
a
it on-
stand-up clip. What am I, the guy who's like hee haw?
They don't let you have anything, you know. They don't let you have a thing.
Is that your brand?
That's my brand. That's my brand. We're gonna have that on T-shirts. Wee wahoo.
Put that on a pendant.
Oh, you know what Oh yeah. So I.
Dude, there's like real energy going from
feel it,
foot
dude.
to
It
foot, right?
That's
like
changed
Reiki.
our whole
Sucks.
dynamic.
I
loved it.
I liked it, but it's intimate.
That's why people
and it's
do
too
Reiki.
much. Huh?
That's
it
what
felt
Reiki is.
Reiki-ish. There was something
I felt
going
like
through
the
our
podcast
souls.
just took off.
I just can't. It's too
Souls?
intimate. Yeah, I know. No, that's what I'm saying.
Anyway, so I DM'd the
boy, he's
Etsy
pissed.
person.
He's on this couch.
Yeah, get over here.
Yeah, no, tell us more about this Etsy.
Come on over here. Get on this couch.
No
You wanna
way.
do it?
No way.
No,
that
three of us
couch
will-
is strictly for coats. I'll do it. That's cool.
There's no way either.
No,
of us
you
could
guys.
maintain.
You
How am I
does not have the
10?
lower
It
abdominal
hurts.
strength. Yeah. I told
Anyway,
you.
so the Etsy store is closed.
It hurts to keep my leg raised.
My knee was hurting. The Etsy store was closed, and now I have to get a refund. So it pushes our whole production back.
Wait.
What was this being used for? What production?
Hold on,
Is
hold
this
on.
not the show? What's going on? What is it for? The artwork?
I need
or
you
you were
to
going to
calm
wear
the
it on
fuck
every
down.
episode?
I'm starting to think of you as a threat.
yeah.
Potential threat.
The cat
But
is
we
like,
know, and we know
Yeah.
the slur
Get
you
'em!
scream when you're threatened. So
Dude, so funny. The other night, Cannon was here, and Oreo has been making that hallway kind of his own. He's trying to be comfortable with the place. He doesn't want
Yeah.
to be under a fucking thing all the time.
This cat sucks. How many times have you seen it?
I've only been here once. So
This is
it's-
his first
I
time
see
here.
it, Yeah.
Dude, I've
He doesn't suck.
I've told him to get rid of this cat numerous times. He got it to like get close to something. The cat is incapable of intimacy. It's incapable of getting close. You feed it and it doesn't fuck with you.
No.
That's like the telltale of a sociopathic
What am I going to actually
animal.
argue this? I'm like no.
I'm not going to really be able to move on until we figure out the chain situation and what it's used for. I could care less about
Yeah,
the cat.
weren't you going to host every episode wearing the chain?
There might be some times where I wear the chain.
Okay, so it's
So
just,
just
a
an
casual, fun
inconsistent-
purchase.
We're having a casual, fun thing, yeah.
But
gotcha.
why did it push back production?
Because
Well, yeah, and you just said that the company doesn't exist. So did you have to actually buy it from another company?
And have you called that company?
Please
that
save
went out
all
of
questions
business?
for after.
This was after. That's why we were asking.
No more questions about the chain. No. So we're gonna take like the cover of the podcast is gonna be basically like the 50 Cent cover. And that's why I have the do-rag and the bulletproof vest.
Sure.
And so we're gonna wear the do-rag, the bulletproof vest, and the chain. And that's why we got the chain.
Do you
But
have, like a grill or anything like that?
I wish I had a grill. I mean,
I just got
having
one
a
on
grill would be
Amazon.
cool. Like having a grill that says Sag Daddy da Pod, and then it's like this. That might be a
Can't
good
you-
color.
a lot of
Can't
teeth.
you probably illustrate that like in post?
Maybe
or
like a
something?
piece of tinfoil.
Yeah,
like
you know,
that.
Tinfoil?
anything besides spending money you absolutely do not have.
I will
on
It's not as
pieces
expensive
and
as you
grills.
think.
I just got a
If
grill
it's over
off Amazon for like
$100, it's
$11.
What'd you get on
A
Amazon?
grill.
You just
I used
did?
it. I used it for the. I could just give you my own one, my old one, but it's not. It doesn't say "Sag Daddy to Pod" on it. Shockingly enough, but it is
Could we do
$11.
that?
how many times
you
have you
think?
worn it?
Just once.
Oh.
Wow.
No, boil
I'd rather, but how's your teeth gonna fit in my teeth?
I didn't even do the boil insert thing. I just wore it just for a thumbnail and for the end of a sketch.
But what does it look like? Let me see. You have a picture of it?
No, just go watch the sketch. I guess.
I did watch. I watch all your sketches, both of y'all.
Oh, okay. Well,
I support my friends.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Right back at you.
Thing you did today was really fun. It was cracking me up with the guy who got hurt doing the bull.
Oh,
and you went,
that
look at
made
this
me
guy,
laugh
he's
too,
cheering,
yeah.
and then ow, 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 ow. Dude, that killed me.
Dude, him, because you could see when he was like, yeah, and then he just immediately
Pulled
tugged
everything in his back.
and you have to, I don't know why, but you have to run back to your horse, and it was just so funny to see just them
You
pulling.
have to run back to
and
your
then-
horse?
I don't know. They all
Probably
do.
for fear.
And then they stumble. But dude, that whole experience was a whole different world because I'd never been to a rodeo, obviously, and that's the biggest thing of the year. There's an entire arena full of people, and I had the broken toe, so I'm like limping around watching all. Which, by the way, the toe thing is such a funny thing too, because I've been able to tell people on stage. I've been telling people the truth, but it is funny to be like, someone goes, "How'd you break your toe?" And I'm like, "Jiu-jitsu," and then it's like, whoa, very cool. But then when I tell them how I broke the toe of jiu-jitsu, it's like such an embarrassing version of it where I was like, it technically happened.
Like I was going to the bathroom and I slammed it in the toilet.
It's like it's like worse. It's like technically it happened in the building where jiu-jitsu takes place, but like I was standing on the mat and the person was as far, probably further away than you were to me, and I went to move towards them and my toe caught the mat, and instead of stopping or having any like ability to
sucks,
control my
dude.
faculties, I'm so lanky and awkward that my body was already moving forward, and I just bent over my toe and stepped on my own toe. And let me tell you this, it made such a loud
Your
crack.
fucking stork feet.
It made such a loud crack that the guy who was covered in tattoos, by the way, the guy that I was moving towards went, "Oh my God." He went, "Oh my God," like that. And I've never broken a bone, and especially never broken a toe, so I didn't know how bad that was supposed to feel. So I just thought I like, you know when sometimes you crack your knuckles really hard and like, ooh, that hurts.
Yeah.
So I just was like, I just ate it. And that was the first 30 seconds of class. And I did the entire rest of the class.
Oh my
and that class
God.
specifically was like, grab the person's foot and squeeze. And I was like, lightning attacking me.
Today, we're doing toe grabs.
It truly was exactly that.
We're gonna see how many planks of wood we can cut with your feet.
Yeah. And then I was,
That's
all
how
right.
you save it. That's how you save it, folks.
Reaching. Yeah.
Reach. Oh, the reach frog. Reach frog. You want this?
And then it was, so I broke the toe, and that was a real bummer because it's been dead. And then I'm going to tell the story, so I don't want to slow it down here. But this rodeo was crazy. And then I go to, it's such a scene. It was such like a happening. And everybody's like, you got to go. And I'm glad that I went because I got
That's
to.
Feeney talking like a crooner. It was such a happening.
It's a happening scene, my man.
The whole thing was
groovy.
A scene.
There's a whole bunch of cats.
All the cows are dancing.
Doing the Charleston.
But no, there was like rampant animal abuse. It was, it was.
That's what
dude,
it's all about, brother.
It's truly, it's a
Yes.
crazy. They even like they just every single thing. There was one of the things that made me really sad was this like calf wrangling or something like that. So they just released a ton of calves, and they had a bunch of 12, probably like 10 to 15-year-olds,
Yeah.
and it was like whoever could like not only bring down a calf,
Tie
but
it
drag, not even tie it up. You have to like physically drag them into kind of like a little circle that they made. If you bring them into the circle, I don't know what, you like win something, right? But all these kids were, what happened?
I'm just laughing at the thought of this.
this is
But
crazy,
all these,
dude.
but so people
You
are,
just unleash the wild animals and let teenagers just fucking
Yeah.
So-
work out their testosterone. Because there's a part of me where I'm like, man, I bet these
I wish I
kids
had that.
don't like they don't commit crimes.
Well, a lot of them are country
because
kids.
they got a lot
one
of
the
that.
kids,
They got a lot of that shit out. Man.
One of the kids who opened for me in Houston, he was like, when I was a kid, I did that. He's like, and that was the first time I separated my shoulder. He's like, I like speared a calf and it just went down.
Oh my God.
But he was saying
Did you just bite your lip or spit?
I spit. But so he was like, so I saw there were some people who were good at it. They like took, did the headlock, which is the move. But then there's other ones who are like, it's so funny. Some people are just chasing after them and they're too slow to catch the calf, who's like obviously visibly upset. And there's 60,000 people screaming,
Calf who is obviously visibly upset. It's like running while wiping away tears.
Well, here's the method that a lot of them use, which is the part that I was like, this shouldn't be a legal way to get them in, was just grabbing their tail and pulling as hard as they can until the calf would stop, and then they would try and like climb up the calf. But there was one girl, this is how bad the calf did not want to be there. There was a 12-year-old girl, I'm not kidding, getting dragged behind the calf by its tail, like this, because the calf was running away, and she wouldn't let go. And you're like, let go of the goddamn thing's tail, man. It's like, it's a freaking calf,
awesome.
But it was.
I've really grown as a human for not saying the jokes or comparisons I had that came to mind when you just said that.
Why? What were you going to say?
Nothing. Keep going.
But the mutton, but like watching the bull,
make note.
watching
you got your own show happening on here.
my own thing going on.
watching the bull riding and the horse riding, all that stuff. Are just, again, people. I said in the video, but it's like it must have been invented by chiropractors, because everyone's spine, it must have just collapsed on doing that.
God.
But that mutton busting thing is such a psychotic mutton busting, which is, they saved it for the end. That's how popular it
Do they
is.
have clowns?
They do have rodeo clowns. They're the headliner.
Nice.
Is the mutton busting. It's just these 5. You have to be between 5 and 6. I think you can't be anything older than that. And then they put them on the angry sheep, and the sheep just run. And I mean, all of these kids.
The headliner.
Do you know what I think that is?
Yeah.
I think that's their way to ensure that their kids take over the family business. Like, they get so much brain damage so early that there's no way they won't.
Well, I asked. There was every show.
They'll just stay at home, do the farm.
Every show I did in Houston, I was like, what parent would ever? And like multiple people were like, I signed my kid up. Like every single audience had people like, it's fun. They're like, I did it when I was a kid. And I go, but why? And they're like, it's a good time. And but dude, that one kid that I show in the video.
That's how we feel about your kid sledding.
Yeah.
You're pushing your kid down a big snowy hill. You hit a tree or something. Well, at least here we can shoot the animal right in the fucking face.
And they're wearing helmets.
Yeah,
and they're wearing helmets.
It was bad because the camera. There's like camera crew.
I'm turning. I'm
smarter on my show.
Get ready to turn right back because there was the. I mean, it was awesome.
I'm into it.
But the camera would there would be a camera guy there who would kind of zoom in on the faces and you'd see it on the big screen and stuff. And there was a couple kids who when they fell off, they they're malleable. They bounce up pretty quick and they're kind of like disoriented. And they shove them away and they're like kind of waving and they don't know what's happening. But there was one kid who took he got bucked and he fell for sure hard. And even everyone went, ooh. And then the announcers went, ooh, he fell pretty hard. And the camera guy runs up and puts the camera in this kid's face. And he is just hysterically crying.
Oh my God.
Just a 5-year-old having the worst day of his life.
It's like that
and
scene
they had to
in,
hurry him off. And you just go, man, and now there's all these people, which he's probably embarrassed this little kid. I felt so bad for him. And then the one right after him.
Imagine that's just what they do to all the kids that want to go trans. That's their way of being like, you want to transition? All right, mutt busting for you.
Mutt busting.
No, what'd you say?
Mutt busting.
I know a sheep that's got your name on it. I don't care what your name is. I got a sheep that's got a name on it for you.
I'll fucking mutton bust you back to being a boy.
I got a sheep that's got your dead name on it.
So the kid who went right after the crying kid, that was the kid who won, who I show in the video, who, I mean, again, holds on for 15, 20 seconds. Every kid holds on for 4 seconds. He holds on 15, 20 seconds, but that kid, it's a steel fence that with all the vertical lines when they put up barricades, and he's just getting washboarded
because the sheep is trying to. The sheep's trying to. Yeah. Because the sheep's trying to get him to get off.
Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, just right alongside a wall.
Oh my
Yeah, it was
dude.
so insane, but I stayed for the end of that because I was like, I gotta see that. And then I
If
went
any of
right to
them
that.
survive.
And also, goddamn, does everybody look good in a cowboy hat? I get cowboy hats
You
now.
looked good in a cowboy hat. When you put
yeah.
that
Buddy,
on, I was like,
I wanted
that works for you.
There's nothing I wanted more than to buy that cowboy hat. It was $130.
That's crazy.
I was
well,
like,
that's
might
what
have
I
been
said.
worth
I was
it.
like, who knew dressing up like a cowboy cost $4,000?
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck,
Dude,
dude? I was like, you guys are blue collar. You're the most elitist pieces of shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I
All your
really
clothes
wanted.
cost so
if,
much.
like a
if it
different-
was socially acceptable,
Different kind of rich.
if it was like if cowboy hats were worn in the culture like baseball hats here, I would 100% have a
Oh,
cowboy
it's a good
hat.
investment for them, for
It
sure.
feels
I would
They
look
wear
like
it all
that
the
guy
time.
from who sang the Runaround. Why you gotta give me the runaround?
John Hopper.
John Hopper. Yeah.
I thought it was Popper.
Popper.
It's
It's Popper. Yeah. John
Blues
Popper.
Traveler. Rest in
Yeah.
peace.
Blues Traveler. Oh,
He's
he
dead?
died.
Yeah, he died.
whoa.
Oh,
Didn't he get
that was
a-
like last
he get-
year he died,
Really?
right?
Where did he
Yeah.
die
No.
from?
He had like
fat, though.
11
He got
heart
that-
attacks, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't he get that gastric sleeve thing?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. God damn. You know what I was thinking about? A good conversation to have is what do you think is the best like use?
Can I ask you a quick question? Does your cat piss nail polish remover?
Well, you are sitting right by
It
the litter
smells
box.
like it.
I
that's
cleaned it
what
out.
comes
I cleaned it
of
out
its-
before you guys came because I knew there were going to be people over.
It is potent.
Do you smell it?
I mean, he did just have something smoking.
Did you
coming
smell
out
it
of
at
his
all
mouth.
when you were here?
Not,
Nicole?
not yet.
Actually, I have another topic to discuss about this apartment.
A computer desk for Nicole to
wouldn't-
set up
if
a
you wouldn't
production.
mind tucked in the corner. No, actually, it's about your bathroom soap situation.
Is there none?
Not since I've been here,
Like hand
Not
soap,
today.
you mean?
but yes,
Any soap.
ever.
I also
Soap?
want to talk
What do
about
you mean?
There's a
Everyone
So-
shut the fuck up. We'll talk about the bathroom. We'll talk about your obsession with the
Can I
of
get what my
red
problem
light.
is with it while you're talking about the soaps? I'm just gonna
I
go.
would
I'm just
rather
gonna do it
not-
anyway. So you go ahead and do your thing.
Grab me a
There's
bottle of
there's a
water.
problem that you
Oh.
can get from the bathroom.
Yeah, keep doing the thing that you want.
Well, now I'm excited to see what he brings back. Let me tell you what the problem is with the. Don't hide it behind your back like it's a present. Like it's a little
I'll reveal
present.
it when
Oh,
time.
yeah, this is exciting.
Yeah, go ahead. The
What, you
soap?
take a picture and you send it to him or something?
No, I just saw what he
Show
brought.
the soap.
He has something on his person, but
Yeah.
you need to address
Okay.
the soap first. Where do you?
Are you
wash
talking
your
about in the
hands?
shower?
I did not use your shower.
Are you
I'm talking about after you use the
the
bathroom.
CeraVe? The CeraVe is so.
Face wash.
Well, I use it for my hands as well. I really don't think that there's
You
a
use
big
face
difference.
wash as soap.
I use it for my hands.
hand soap?
Yeah. What's the fucking difference, really?
It's
Don't get
expensive.
same
defensive
skin.
and angry.
no,
it's
it is
way
expensive.
more
You
expensive.
should definitely just
No, but
get,
that's not all the time.
so you
But it's been
you
every time
mostly just
she's
don't
been
wash your
here.
hands.
So I mostly don't wash my hands. Yeah.
Neither of us did because neither of us even noticed that you didn't
You could
have
have
soap.
used a CeraVe, but you could have. I
No,
also
I
have
use just
eczema.
water. I mostly just
yeah,
use water.
yeah. I feel like water will get it.
All right, then
I'm
I'll-
not pissing on my hands.
Nah, I'm not even really holding my
I
dick.
don't care.
No, I'm more of a jean. You can
Yeah, I
jean
pull it
clamp
out,
it.
dude. I whip it out
Yeah.
over the undies.
I did
and that's it.
I did make a mistake the other night though. I was at New York Comedy Club and some guy came out of the bathroom and he was like, "Bro, great set." And I went, "Thanks, dude." And I
Oh.
shook his hand and it was bone dry.
Oh yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah,
And he
you
was a
gotta at
black
least
guy,
wet your
so
hands
he
to
had
give
to
the
hold his
appearance.
penis to pee.
he had to unfurl it.
He
yeah.
had to. He had to go. Okay, so we figured out the soap situation. You're all idiots
Oh,
for not
Nicole's not
using the
done.
CeraVe.
I just wanted to address the fact that none of you wash your hands properly, and these are all my microphones that you're holding.
Did you think? What did you
I
think?
brought wipes.
Yeah.
You never soap; it's water only. Is that just?
I
a
have
dude
wipes
thing?
that's
right
not
next
true.
to you.
I
Just
soap.
when there's no soap to
soap
be had.
available.
You
No.
gotta water at least. You know.
Yeah. No
In
soap
here.
to be had. I'm
In here.
usually I do ever actually COVID whatever did reinforce
19.
just
Washing your
my
hands.
hands. 19, yeah, COVID 19.
COVID,
That's right.
whatever.
Not to be confused
19.
with
Yeah, you were.
Okay, so we figured out the soap issue in a way. I will have
There's
soap.
a dog fight
Next
happening
time.
right outside the store. Literally,
Dude,
you're-
my whole there are people loud on every side of me. So they don't have a carpet, which I don't have any a carpet either. So I get it. But they have little kids running
Oh
around,
my god.
and it's like boom, 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 boom,
most,
dude.
most
Boom, 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 boom,
I will
boom.
say most apartment buildings in New York City do have. Oh, it's
You should
leaking.
get a carpet.
most.
I saw what he has,
All right, let's
and now we
unveil-
need to talk about
Okay,
this.
yeah. I'd like to talk about
Dude,
this
your downstairs
because
neighbors, you must shake their glasses of water.
I was going to say, most
downstairs.
New York City apartments have a law
an
that you,
old
have
lady.
that you have to require 70% of your floor be covered by rugs in New York City. It's
Yeah,
usually
right.
like a law in most apartment
You
buildings.
want to pay the rug guy?
Oh, I was saying that for
want to
your...
get the rug from the rug guy
I
and
was
use your
saying-
money for my rug? Okay, all right. He wants to use the rug guy that he knows personally and get a rug.
First off, I do have a rug guy, and he would blow your mind. But
If anybody has a rug guy, it's this
it's
guy.
this person.
yeah,
Fuck.
he works. He works within your budget.
Okay, so
Bleep that, I guess.
now we don't need to bleep that.
It's funny. That's so funny to go on someone else's podcast and then you just look at the producer and go, "You're gonna want to bleep that." Just make the host
Yeah,
insecure
bleep
about
that.
their own show.
Yeah.
You're gonna
They go,
bleep that
"Huh?"
problem. Yeah.
So what do you got now? Your
Um,
little fucking.
I was saying
weasel.
that first off for you to use as a bluff upstairs and go, "Hey, I know you got kids, but it's a law. You have to require 70% of your things." She's not gonna go, "Let me see your apartment." She's not gonna know that. She'll go, "Oh shit, my bad," and then she'll go put maybe rugs up there, and then you won't have loud things, and then you'll only be stomping.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I've been giving them the old brush to the ceiling. I'm going,
What?
boom, boom,
Wait,
boom.
you haven't gotten up there and introduced yourself and just said, hi, is there any way that
No,
you not wear
Does that
tap
work?
shoes?
no.
When
That's
you
why I
tap-
stopped doing it.
There.
I don't really care that much. I mean, it's not really bothering me at night or anything like that.
Something's bothering you because what the hell happened to this? Because this, dude, I pictured.
You're gonna feel so
by the way,
stupid.
By the
Dude,
way,
hold
look
on,
at this.
nope.
By the
I
way,
know.
look, a knuckle fits
Yeah,
perfect.
dude,
You're
Put
gonna
your
feel
knuckle.
so
Make a
stupid.
fist.
It
I
just
know
like a
exactly
knuckle.
what that is.
It fits
That
perfectly.
is-
It's like Cinderella.
Dude, that is Brendan getting fucking frustrated with a childproof cap.
Forget it.
Yeah, you went, you try to be healthy.
Yeah, I'm eating a cheeseburger.
You try to do something healthy, and you got so. Yes, I'll tell you what though. In all honesty, because this is gonna make you feel so stupid for even bringing this up. Because what a
I don't know. I think it was
Dumb.
worth it. It was a fun laugh. I don't
what
regret
a
anything.
it was a good laugh. We all had a good laugh at my expense. No, that came like that in the Amazon mail. So
Did
What
you
is
reach
it?
out to them?
there are
Yeah, why did you take a
it's
picture
vitamins.
and
no, I don't care.
What are they?
Yeah, I know, but you don't
What
have
are
to care.
these?
You could just get a free one.
Pills, vitamins.
What are these?
They're vitamins.
What are they?
I don't know what they're called,
Oh,
but they're
man,
vitamins.
dude. Come on.
What are they called? You say.
I
don't
know.
even look.
I got
Don't-
them for
I know.
you.
I know. You
You
did.
did? No, Nicole
Well,
told
Nicole
them.
told me to order them,
Yeah.
and
Which
so
ones are those? Are those
Don't even
the
don't
one-
even
oh,
stare.
I know
at it,
exactly
you
what they are.
stu-
Yeah.
Now you know the name.
Well, I wasn't sure if you got the
Now you know the
theanine, which
name.
is good for coffee anxiety, or if those are the fish oil. They're the fish oil. You
and it's
dope.
good for my
And you didn't even realize
cardiovascular,
that.
and it's good for my brain,
Yeah.
and it's good for my
Cardiovascular,
joints,
brain, and joint health.
joint health. And then I also take vitamin D. Tell me if I'm doing it all.
I will
good.
say I do love about vitamin supplements because I do the same thing, and you take them, and it's just that asterisk really lets you know everything in life feels just like a placebo. You
Yeah.
know, where they just go.
Yeah.
By the way, this has not been evaluated or proven in any way, shape, or form. But it's gonna make you the best, and you'll
Is that
remember
what it
of
says
My
on that?
favorite thing, yeah, it has the asterisk because it's none of it. None of these can like definitively. They're just a lot of them probably do work, but it's hard
He's
to
losing
prove.
belief in it.
I don't want.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's gonna not take
shouldn't have-
medicine.
No, take it.
Look at this. This is exactly how you
Wait, no, medicine
radicalize
doesn't
somebody
work all the
against
time?
Western society. You just implanted a seed of doubt, and this retard is about to turn
Wait a minute.
entirely.
yeah. I'm throwing out any kind of
I'm saying
pills.
this.
I'm never eating fruit again.
I also take.
Vegetables,
Yeah.
never.
Yeah. So vegetables don't always work.
I also
Give any
take
more water?
supplements, but
You'll have to pour one.
Okay.
should
So
we-
yes. You want me to go get it for you?
No, I can get it.
you want me to Greta Gerwig it for you?
Well, if you go to the dishwasher, if you go to the sink, which I'm sorry, there are still dishes.
Quick, let's
there
have
should
a
be,
fun
There should be some
podcast.
like tea.
Wait, come on. Let's have a quick fun podcast.
Ha, 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 ha,
No, don't
ha.
force it. Just let's have a moment. Stop looking for him. We'll hear him.
I just
want to
make sure he'll be okay.
he knows how to operate a sink.
Okay.
What else is going on, man? You good?
I actually think so. I've been trying to. I've had a couple of really good therapy sessions that have given me some breakthroughs. What do you have? Another water? Oh, you used your own water bottle. That's what I was having anxiety about. I was like, is he going to find the glasses? Does he know where the glasses are?
I'm not trusting the fact that you have clean anything.
What do you mean? He cleans them all with CeraVe.
It's all face clean.
Yeah.
Why is that any different than dishwasher?
It's good enough for my plates.
I had a really fun
Plates, the face of cutlery.
The face of the meal.
Yeah.
It all builds off the face.
And the forks are the hands,
Uh-huh.
and the spoon is the other hand. Plate, spoon, fork. Get it?
Why? You don't even need the chain. That's the cover of your podcast right there.
Yeah. That looks like a gang sign. Dude, that's what you should get.
Brendan being a plate and a fork and a spoon.
Dude,
That is a good. Every
that's-
time I say that's my
when
thing.
and when you
I
go on
know.
tour,
Yeah.
you come out, everyone's like,
Dude, that is it.
that's
your
my
gang
run the
sign.
jewels.
That's the Sag
That's
Daddy
my
the
run the
Pod gang
jewels.
That's my
sign.
run the jewels.
Yeah. There you go. Tell everybody.
yeah, get the word out.
Tell
Get them
everyone?
out there. Tell
Yeah.
them to do that.
Capitalize
Look,
on this.
holla
you.
at me in a way
Guys,
that's
fork and spoon it anytime you see Sag
fork
Daddy
spoon
to God.
played it. Fork spoon played it. There you go.
We'll work on the name.
Yeah, with the four.
Yeah.
Fork.
I
mean, we're just creating
yeah,
gold
there you
here.
go. This
Yeah.
is why we should have a podcast. This is what I'm saying. What do you guys think is the best piece of music in a movie? You know what I mean? Like that was an actual song.
Score?
Like not a score.
Okay.
But like somebody that used a song that was by an artist perfectly in a sense. A la, I'll give you one. Shipping Up to Boston in Departed, or the
Yeah, it's that. It's Cream pushing in on De Niro.
Cream, Sunshine of Your Love.
Sunshine of
for
Your
that.
Love. You think so?
But that's more of a song used at the perfect moment for an edit, less than
That's what I'm talking about.
But okay. Versus, I thought you meant like best movie in a song that's kind of like built the energy of it. You know what I
No.
mean? Like for instance, like "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees in Saturday Night Fever, which was specifically written for that, or
Well,
like
I would count that as what I'm also talking about.
What about Scotty Doesn't Know in Euro Trip?
I think that's more of a song from the movie.
But that's like not only a good song for the movie that plays at a perfect time, it continues to come back in different
Right.
iterations as callbacks that serve the whole song.
Right.
and
Well, if
joke.
that's the case, then we gotta go into fucking.
Yeah, we gotta go. Well, if that's the case, then we gotta go.
I was going up to Boston. We gotta go to Ship.
What were you gonna
If
say?
that's the case, we got to go to Hakuna Matata. We got to get into
No,
that.
but now
all-
we're getting into crazy territory because Hakuna Matata was written for the movie and it's a part of the movie.
But
It's
so
like
is
a
the Bee
musical.
Gees. Staying Alive was that whole album was written for Saturday Night Fever.
I think that's the exception that proves the rule, my friend.
You mean exception, not the rule?
What's the rule?
The rule that I'm saying where it has to be something that's a song that was a song already. That's for a fucking
Okay, so not
even if it was written for it, but not like a musical. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, not like Lose Yourself though. You know what I mean?
So then you're just
Although that would
eliminating
be
all
good.
the potential
So you just
options.
well, what you want is who is the best editor who has decided, you know what song would
Like
sound
ma-
good for this camera shot?
like maybe that
That's
song-
how we're going.
yes.
Okay.
Like in Pulp Fiction when it's like the
Oh, I know. Thunder in Your Heart in the movie Rad during the qualifying races.
Never heard of it.
So,
Oh, I remember that.
yeah. Or
I should watch that. We should watch that movie.
I have
mean,
watched it.
Have
I've
you?
watched it with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
We held hands.
Yeah.
That's what I force everybody to do while
Yeah.
we're watching it.
It's one of the first. It's one of the first requirements of being his
and we
friend.
go soul to soul
Yeah.
while we're watching it. It's an energy exchange.
Yeah, because you become like
happened there?
paralyzed. I'm trying to think of some shit.
Wait,
I just picture you like going like this with someone's hand every time you're happy. You go, "This is a good part."
you flutter.
Yeah, he goes, "This is a good part."
You
I
do seem like
wish,
a
dude.
finger flutterer.
I am.
When you
On
hold
occasion.
someone's hand, you go like this.
Sometimes. Why not? Do you not? You stand there like a fucking dead loser?
How do you hold hands? Do you hold hands fingers locked or like this?
What am I?
You got to.
What am I, Robin from Winnie the Pooh? Why would I not lock fingers? Who the
Christopher
fuck-
Robin?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Christopher Robin. God damn it, Robin.
Isn't he off with Batman somewhere?
Hey, all right.
It's too much. It's too
my
much.
foot was tingling.
I know. That's how I feel. It's like my hair and your tail, and we're Avatar
So
or
when
a
you
dragon
got
or something.
when you got those
He hates
shoes,
this.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Come
mind
over
it.
here.
Get
I'm
over.
happy that you guys
Get
are
in here.
No, that's okay. I'm felicitating. The,
Felicity.
what about? Was I trying to say? I'm
You were trying-
felicitating.
You're not.
Keep going. Yeah. But thank you for holding me back.
I'm not going to keep going. I don't have to keep going. This is my podcast. I don't have to keep going.
Keep going. I'm on the show
There's
right
nothing
now.
in the rule books that says I have to keep going. What was I going to say? So the shoes that you ordered from this Chinese site,
Sure.
how many pair? You ordered one pair?
Just one. I was testing
and
it
they
out.
came fucking. So now what are you going to do? You're going to send
I
it back?
don't know. No, you can't send it back.
Did you say something new?
You could pay the shipping. It's like $88.
Yeah, it's right back. I mean,
So we're in Shanghai.
Yeah.
it's terrible. No, I'll probably
Send it to Shanghai.
yeah.
I'll probably
We'll get it. With the $30 restocking
Is there
fee.
really a Shanghai?
Are you kidding?
Are you
Yes.
fucking kidding me?
Yes. We're on a comedy podcast, so I am kidding. So I am kidding.
Wait, what's
So-
your understanding of Shanghai if not being a real place?
Shanghaied as like a verb, as like, oh, I got shanghaied.
How do you think? What's the the
Where do
etymology
you think
of
it
that
comes
is?
from? Probably from the town, if I were to guess.
I just
City.
major city. I
Major
just
city in China.
I just read recently though what that etymology
just-
of that was.
Cities are just big towns.
Sure.
Can't remember it accurately. It was something like it was like a person who would. It started in Shanghai. I think it was. I might be making this up completely, but I know the endish kind of. It's just. I think it was a guy who like would rip people off and then get out of there. So they got
Yeah.
bamboozled. So it was like.
Now is
Shanghai.
Bamboozled a city too? I don't think so.
No, it was a great comedy music festival. Did you go to that?
Bamboozle?
Yeah, it was in
No.
New Jersey.
I've never gone to Bamboozle or Lollapalooza or
I
Coachella.
don't
Warped
think
Tour?
Bamboozle is a real place.
Warped
I think
Tour.
that's like the Sinbad Genie movie, dude. That was a made-up festival just
Yeah.
to save your own ass.
Mandela?
Yeah.
You guys went to
I think you
Bamboozle.
stumbled
I think
into
it
something.
is.
He
It
goes,
is a
"Did you do
festival."
that?" Brendan was like, "No, I wish I did. It was my
I think
favorite
it is
place."
a festival. Bamboozle.
It was great. I went twice.
Jingle Ball is another
Google
one.
Ball was one.
Google Ball?
No, the Googa Mooga was one in Prospect Park. I
wasn't.
swear to God.
No, it wasn't.
I'll
that
bet-
sounds
How
that
much you
sounds
wanna-
like a festival in Africa.
I'll bet Brendan's cat that it's.
No.
Sorry.
Nicole, shut this
Sorry.
camera off during
Sorry.
that.
Sorry. Whatever. You know,
Yeah.
it's fine. There's nothing in the rule books that says we have to put that out. That says a dog can't podcast. Airbud 9.
But a Googa Mooga was 100% a festival in Brooklyn in Prospect Park, and they did it one year, and they got a bunch of like bands to come in there,
I think I went to that.
and
To the great Googa Mooga.
the Great
Festival?
Googa Mooga
I
Festival.
remember this actually. yeah.
and because
I'll
I
never
know,
believe
I
this.
know this because
real.
I worked. Go look it up.
Hey, Alexa, what's the Great Googa Mooga Festival?
don't say it like that.
Oh, wait, I don't have one of those.
I knew it.
You're
Funny.
an ass of epic proportions. I honestly thought it was going to be like in your cat's litter box or something.
No, she's in the bedroom. But I do. That is a bit that I do.
Yeah.
I'll walk
good
in.
one.
When I didn't have one, I would go, Alexa. And then I go, oh, wait, I don't have one. And it worked 100% of the time.
So it did exist because I worked for a brewery at the time,
Did
and I
not
served
exist.
beer there. And matter of fact, I saw Mark Maron there because they also had some. I don't know why he was there, but he was walking around like with that Zoom recorder,
Mhm.
and he
Oh,
was walking
right.
around like kind of talking to people or doing whatever and stuff.
Whoa.
And I was pretty pumped, but I was like newer. I didn't know much about him at the time. I'm looking up when it was, and
Man, my memory must be going or something because I completely forgot about the Zoom recorders. And now I'm like it's. Or wait, are you talking about that thing that was like it had like its own little USB in it and comics?
That was
no, it was
the-
like the
that was
H4n. I'm
the-
talking
What
about.
was that?
Like the
That
one-
was the flip cam.
Flip camera.
Yeah, that was sick.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this was
that was awesome.
This was 2012. So this was I was still pretty young in comedy. I was under 5 years in comedy at that point. And
Let me see.
so Well, it turned out to be a epic disaster. It turned out to be like an epic disaster of like it was a shit show.
What an asshole! He's
I don't
like,
even want to read
Still
that.
rolling his eyes.
No, because I know when you guys are. It feels like you're lying. I mean, if you're
look at it, just literally look at it.
All right, but you could have come up with this before you came here.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
just kidding.
Feeney just Squarespace made that website in 3 seconds. Fucking ass.
Also has the ability to look it up on his end to fact check and won't.
But that's how you win. Me looking it up.
No, but I was trying to tell an embarrassing story here.
Tell it.
So I was.
Oh, do
Finally, tell this. No, I'm just kidding. Come on.
Aaron's walking by. I see him. I'm working this beer tent, like pouring beer for all the people at this festival. And again, it was so disorganized. Everything was running out. Things were behind. The beer was all pouring foamy. The whole festival was a disaster. And I'm pouring. I got out from behind the line because I saw Mark Maron going. I go, oh, and by the way, I've been ripping samples for the whole festival.
One for you, one for me.
Yeah,
one for
I mean,
you,
essentially,
one for me.
yes. Yeah, 100%. And we were exchanging beer to like the food tents to get free food. It was just great to work those festivals. It actually was very fun when you worked in beer and stuff because beer was valuable. So I went up to Mark Maron and I was like, oh, Mark Maron, what's going on, man? He goes, hey, how's it going? And I go, I think I just
want a beer?
I said something flattering, but then I go, whatever you want, drinks on me the whole time. And then he, to his credit, he went, oh, all right. And then I caught it and I went, you know what? You're probably not going to have a drink because you've been sober quite a long time.
Did he say something?
And then he went, hey, caught yourself. And then,
oh, that's awesome.
And then continued walking in stride. But
it's not as awkward as you like would think it is, because my buddy Jacob does that where he'll be like, you have a beer? Ooh, sorry. And I'm like, no, I just don't drink.
Yeah, no, but it was
It's
one
not
of those
like-
things where it was,
I've never once taken offense to it.
Yeah.
It's like, you're a human being. That's actually a pleasantry. It's a nice offer. If they're hassling you, then that's a fucking issue. But if anybody is just like, hey, would you like a drink?
Right.
It's like, that's a pleasantry.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, and to his credit, he wasn't a real dick about it. And then I just saw him, I just like re-met him a couple months ago, and I was talking to him for a while at the Comedy Store, and he was just
You're the kid.
Yeah.
You're like, I tried to get you to relapse.
It was-
14
do you remember
years
me?
ago.
Want another shot?
He was a very nice guy. It is that thing of like, you guys, we talked to Astoria for so long because he lived
Yeah.
there for years, but he was just, at some point he just did that thing where he just turned into Mark Maron in the green room, where at this point he goes like, I mean, what are we all doing, guys? Like he just has that
He
part-
was
he gets off stage and he's just like, I don't know, should I even do this anymore? And he kills, you know?
Yeah, he was wearing like he looked kind of like disheveled in Montreal. Like he had like this long hair, kind of gray, whatever, like what you'd expect, which is hilarious. Like, oh, look at this guy, you know. And it was really funny because everybody's talking, and then Big J goes, look, Mark Maron, and he's literally walking by like Sasquatch, and he's like, and everyone just started laughing at him. They're like, look at this fucking guy. He's like, you know, he's like thinking something in his mind, you know. He's wearing like that again. It was perfect timing, dude. It was one of those perfect timing things.
You have to film like a Busta Rhymes type video with you
With a
doing
fisheye lens.
crawling towards it.
I have a hard time doing those performance shots, as Nicole has seen, because she's directing the music video for the special.
What do you mean performance shots?
So there's a thing called performance shots. And so it's when you basically
I'm gonna fucking strangle you with this mic cord.
it's when you you're lip syncing the whole song for one take. You do the whole song just so they have things that they can go to and stuff.
Right.
And it's quite humiliating.
Because you have to keep it lively
Mm-hmm.
for the full song.
Yep.
Dynamic, go-to-able.
Yep.
For the entire song.
For sure, overthinking about how much you are or aren't using your hands.
100%. 100%. Did you notice anything? There's also like,
But isn't it supposed to be also funny? So
it's all supposed to be funny. But
there's
it's
the freedom of
what's
that.
funny to me is it being
Hopefully.
real. You know what I mean? Like me,
Oh.
like me being like. Does that make any sense? Or am I?
Oh no, it makes sense.
Yeah. I just didn't know that was part of this.
It was honest.
I didn't know being
What?
real was
No,
the
not
selling
like
point of
being
Sag
like,
Daddy to
yo,
God.
being real.
Yeah.
No, it being like Like, it's funny to me if I don't try to be funny doing
Sure.
it, you know?
Yeah.
But it's hard because I'm like, I'll
You're the Daniel Day-Lewis of rap. You're really putting yourself in. I love
I've
that.
abandoned my boy.
I love that.
I've
You're like,
abandoned my child.
it's funny, but you don't want to play it funny. So instead of playing it funny, you're just going to
playing
be a real rapper because that's the funniest thing
right.
possible.
Or I'm just creating something that I can go to
An
as a
alter
defense.
ego.
I'm
I
creating
love it.
something as a defense.
Huh?
Hey,
Where are you now?
idiot.
Jump in. Attack.
My tongue got in the way.
But did you notice anything?
Why
Like-
did you get defensive? I'm talking
No,
about
what
it
I'm
in
saying
a,
is I'm thinking
there's
maybe
nobody that loves it more than me, baby.
of course, but there I'm thinking like maybe it is a defense that I'm like, no, I actually really want to do this, and I'm saying I'm doing it because it's funny
Sure.
as a defense to be like, but please don't make fun of me. I'm in on it, you guys.
But also,
It's very complicated.
yeah,
You're
I get
just
it.
like weeping in between takes,
Yeah,
just trying to emotionally get there.
with my hand on the brick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard, you know. Did you notice anything that I was doing that you were like, oh, he can't do this?
Well, I'm wondering what you feel humiliated about doing it, because we talked about this too,
Interesting.
where you were like getting like really rigid with it, and I was like, dude, just like
Well-
have fun with this. And we were like, every rapper we've ever loved has literally done this, and this is like supposed to be funny anyways.
Right.
But the hardest rappers have done exactly what you're doing, like lip syncing to a
Lip
camera.
syncing to their
So
songs.
why does it feel embarrassing to
Well,
you?
and they're all dorks. Like every rapper is a poetry guy.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
for
all
real.
like
yeah,
into
it's
poetry.
hilarious.
Well, that's like
the-
that famous.
Hannibal Buress bit.
I was gonna say the tweet from Andrew Collin, equally as successful. Like, that was his
Right.
his tweet about comedy is just what rap battle
Yeah.
is just two guys writing each other poetry.
Yeah, writing each other poetry. Very funny. No, just kidding. But or am I? Cuckoo. Anyway,
I think you retweeted it.
What's embarrassing about it is not that I'm not embarrassed by, but I'm picking apart how bad some lines are.
Mhm.
Where I'm like, that could have been well thought out a little bit more. Like I'm like picking out the
Like you would
faults
your
in
jokes,
it
though.
because you're
like,
hearing it over and over and over.
Yeah,
I'm
again.
hearing it and I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, I wish I said that.
That's inevitable.
Wish it didn't end like this. I wish
Yeah.
it had, a tougher one.
Is there any way that you can completely detach from it and just do a performance to it as if it were a different artist?
Well, yeah,
Or a
after
different human
what,
being.
17
Well, because I
tries?
told you we were going for so long, and like you were so like rigid, and
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
was
dude,
stiff.
I was like, dude, just go like Ice Cube with it, or like think about
And
someone
that
like
really
that,
helped.
and
So
and switching your mindset of like pretending to be someone else made you be more natural.
Ice
Yeah.
Cube is a great North Star
Yeah.
because it's just such a specific, but also like very swag, very tough.
Confident.
You can kind of get right into it. Yeah. Also reachable more so than like a Drake because Drake has a charisma that none of us naturally
Right.
have.
He's got like hot, light skinned guy kind of vibe.
I don't think you're allowed to say that.
I can say that. I'm
Drake
light
acting
skinned.
light skin, says Brendan Sagalow.
You know what I was thinking of? Made myself laugh. I said, if I wish we had a woman president that got assassinated by a woman, so all the newspapers would say, "Catfight leaves country in disarray."
Country spelled CUNTREY.
Leaves country.
You really just had to.
For those of you driving and listening to this, you're like, I think when people do that on podcasts,
Okay.
they have
Killing
to
me.
describe what's going on.
Wow, this
Why
is
is-
such a good ad for like, here's the scenario.
There's like,
Your podcast.
do you guys hear?
What are you talking about? What is this?
Yeah.
What, have you lured us here for a reason?
Gnome comes out from around
right.
the corner.
I have a deal with you.
Yeah, all of a sudden
Bobby?
mandolins appear on the walls.
Yeah.
We're like, what the fuck?
Like,
so
all of a sudden- wait a minute. There's a lot more unuseful chairs in here.
You set us up. I'm sorry.
Is that the broken fan? The bathroom's
Yeah, it's
suddenly
like
gone.
That would be so
No
cool.
access to any bathroom.
His bathroom's locked. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah, you think I wouldn't have hand wash in my actual bathroom?
That's fun.
Yeah, but so Now is a part of the show where we reveal our biggest, darkest secrets. You guys go first. Do you have anything that you just don't tell anybody? Do you have any questions? Let's go to the Patreon.
For you? Questions for you?
This is a good show, though, right?
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Yeah, I'm
This is
having
the
fun.
best.
Yeah, this
This
is
also is, it's very suited to you. It's almost like Brendan's Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
It's a perfect setup. It's I love it.
Yeah, fully endorse.
put that in the trailer. Put that in the beginning. like our friend Robert Kelly's YKWd.
Wait,
This
also,
podcast has no rules.
you said that I haven't heard it yet, but the theme song you just finished, you said it's the best thing you've ever written.
It is the best thing I've ever written. This because I know it's going to be playing every time, and I was like, well, this is a 2-minute instrumental, and you came up with the idea of being like, we should have a longer version that people can go to, and like that's cool. And so I just wrote this, and I'm like just trying to be as most creative with it as possible. And I'm like, this is the best shit I've ever written. I'm like, I do like a Stephen Hawking voice at one point that I'm gonna see if we can do. And like, yeah, I just
That's
really
in the
like it.
theme song to your podcast.
Well, it's towards the
I
end.
love how
I have
you're
a
just getting
specific.
shadow banned off rip.
Well, I know exactly where we'll cut the theme song.
Uh-huh.
Like I know what the short version is going to be,
Mhm.
and then the long version has the Stephen Hawking thing in it.
Work
It's
the
pretty
lyrics
good.
into us in conversation without having to rap them at us.
I'm excited to hear it. Have you recorded it yet?
No,
Oh.
I'm texting the guy, and he is leaving me on read a couple times.
Red, you ape.
Leaving me on read is when you don't even look at the notification. You just go, I have to read that, and I'm not going to.
I will not read that.
I will not read that. I saw who that's from.
Nicole's
I will not read that.
disappointment and bewilderment was off the charts.
I think I saved it. I think I saved it with that read thing. I think that makes sense. Anyway, so I'm hoping he's got a cheaper rate at night, and so I gotta do that. But he was like, we could do it during the day anytime this week, and I was like, well, I'm cool in that the next week at night, and that's when he didn't answer me, and I was like, fuck, and I almost caved, and I almost went, all right, what day of the week? But I went, no, come on, play this out.
Yeah, let him sweat.
Right.
Yeah.
You only need it.
So, but by the time this comes out, that'll be out, or that's for the
Yeah.
special.
This is gonna be this is gonna be the theme song to that one.
That's cool. I'm
Yeah.
excited to hear it.
Me too. I'm excited to actually do it.
Me too.
I'm excited to do it. I
What
really
makes
am.
it the best thing you've ever written?
It's
Is
just, I think it's really,
give us a
I think there's a
taste?
lot of,
a tease,
I wish I could.
rap it
but
live.
even
for
like
us
a
right
line,
now.
like a bar.
A bar.
I said some stuff that I'm like, there's a line where I go, so recognizable, ski masks are unreliable. Ski masks are unreliable, which I really like that. And then I went, well, hold on, let me read it. I'll read that one to you because it's pretty amazing. Oh, I had an Amazon package come.
Amazing.
By the
I
way-
love you, dude. You're just a kid on Christmas all the time. You really do have just
and then,
the
and then
hope
when I'm
joy.
alone, it's the next day.
I know that is the interesting thing. You really have like the hope and joy of a new human,
Yeah.
but then like the darkness of somebody who's committed atrocities.
It's the darkness of It's me. It's him alone in his silence, you know. But I do think
Oh, I got another one too. That's a good line.
your building, by the way, has the security. Or
Anybody can come in.
I mean,
drug dealers hang out.
someone was walking up to the building the same time I did, and they were walking in, and they looked at me as if they were a resident, but going like, what are you gonna do?"
Here. Yeah,
And so I just looked at the buzzer thing, and I just was like, I don't know.
yeah.
And then
I think
they
it's
went
like
deep,
that
deep, deep,
everywhere.
and then opened the door for me. And I was like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't say where I was going. I didn't say what I was doing. I just was like,
It's like Soder has that bit in his act or his new special where he's like, I'm such a people pleaser. I would let in a school shooter.
yeah.
If some guy was like, it's locked, you go, oh, gotcha. It's a great bit. So I go, so recognizable, ski masks are unreliable. Diary of a guy who's higher than a freaking diving board. I'm tired. Call me Biden. You Aslan, because you a lion with your wardrobe. You lying with your wardrobe.
That's nice.
That's great.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay, that is great.
I do. Like
Here's
that
another one.
a lot.
I go.
You are really looking at your own words with such adoration.
I'm sorry you don't look at anything you've ever done like this.
No, I do, of course, just not publicly. Certainly not publicly. You don't think this is humiliating?
No, it's pretty great.
I'm not saying the rap isn't great.
Me
I'm
going,
saying
this is
your
good.
affection for your own shit is humiliating.
Yeah. And a younger me would have said yes, but
But
through
you've
therapy,
been doing the work.
and I've been doing the
That's
work.
right. That's right. I forgot.
Through
I'm
doing
sorry.
the work that I'm doing.
No, you're right. You're right.
I love myself.
I'm trying to bring you back down, and I apologize. That was wrong of me.
All right. Look,
Such growth.
the show's over. The show's over. This was the show.
That was it?
I think so. How long? Because you gave me a timer. I mean, we could go as long as you guys want,
Oh.
right? I mean, is it too long?
You
How
can
long-
go longer
how long
if
have
you
we
want,
done?
but
What?
you,
How long are we done?
I'll abruptly end.
like an hour and 8 minutes.
Too long to keep going.
It hasn't even felt long.
It hasn't felt
That's
that
what
long.
I'm saying. And then the other one didn't feel that
You
way
did
either.
2 hours alone, and you're cutting us off at an hour 8.
We're not going to put
fucking-
that whole thing out.
I was here.
You were also
Oh,
here.
yeah, true.
The
Sorry.
Wizard of Oz was here.
That's her name here, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Her name's Nicole. You know her.
I do. All right.
No, but I would like to keep talking and hanging out. That's all I planned. The story with the parking, the off the riff, the off the riff stuff
Read,
about
read my raps and
Feeney-
admiration.
Feeney's story.
Hold on, you were. We hit checkpoints
No,
throughout that episode.
no, I think that's the only thing that I wanted to get.
You wanted to read us your rap?
I have another line.
Just smile.
too.
Go ahead, rip
Bring
it.
it
up.
Yeah.
How about this? You like this?
Rip it, Lotto baby, rip it, baby, rip it.
He's choking. What's another one? I wrote. I got a lot of problems, a lot of emotional truths. I Hassan Minaj 'em.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah, nice little. Shout out HM.
Shout out.
Shout
I'm sure he
out.
appreciates it, dude. I'm sure he loves that.
Shout out's a way to describe it.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
your
out.
traumatic
Yeah.
year.
It's like, this is part of my shade room interview.
Well, you also have a problem with the lights in my bedroom. You don't like that it's a red light.
No, I said that why is it pitch black and then in the corner there's a red light emanating from one corner as if there's a small
what
breathing
you're talking
devil
about.
serpent in there
Yeah.
that's locked up behind a cage.
That's what
like
you were
there's
talking
a sewer
about?
grate somewhere in your room.
It's like glowing red eyes. Like, what is that? He's like, fucking guy, 1,000 questions.
Oh, that's Zool.
Oh yeah, that's my monster. No, I like that because I got this one night stand. This nightstand. It's hard not to say one night stand when you're talking about nightstands.
Sure it is.
Sure.
I got this. I can't do it. I got this nightstand off Amazon, and it's got a light in it. I like things with lights in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like having like the like. I would love to put lights
You
behind
like
my
an
TV.
ambiance.
Yeah, I think having
Sure.
those cool lights that you can connect to your TV, so
Yeah,
it
yeah.
kind of matches the. Do you have that?
Yeah,
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
it's the best thing.
So, but
it
red
makes
is
your eyes feel better
really.
because it's not as focused bright. It's kind of like diffuses around the outsides of it. So your eyes get more relaxed.
I'm sold. That sold me.
Sure. So I totally agree with you to most of what you're saying, but like again, the question remains: why is it devil hell red in there?
Because I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
Silly Billy. Because the red isn't as bright as the other colors. And when it's bright, I don't like it. So I have to keep it on. I guess I don't have to. I actually realized it had an on and off button. I thought I had to keep a certain light on. And
You're just now realizing?
well, no, I realized I am now
system.
kind of just
I'm
realizing
sorry, what?
because it wasn't on before, and I was like, oh, and I found the on button. I went on, and I was like, that was weird. And now I'm just realizing I can turn it off.
You press
what am
the
I gonna
on
do?
button and you're like, that's weird. It turned on.
I guess it's just on forever now.
Yeah.
What am I going to not use the light?
You didn't try to press on twice to see if it turned
Well, no,
off?
I know I can turn it off, but I'm not going to. I mean, the thing has a. It's what am I going to not use
Do
the
you
light?
leave these
That's
on
crazy.
once
No,
we go?
but again, dude.
No, because that would hurt my eyes.
So hold on. Okay, so strip this away.
I don't need these. to be on in here.
So again, strip this away. It's fine. Red. You like ambiance.
Yeah, I like
I
red.
understand that it's not the brightest, but the ambiance in there, when a red dark room looks like
just
that,
a pocket of it.
ambiance is that it's a like hellish
What
place.
would you like it to be? Coral?
It's not that I like it to be anything.
Salmon?
I'm asking why.
Why is
Forest
red?
Why
green?
that? Then?
It's not warmth.
If you're an
None of them
ambiance guy,
None of them are warmth, except for red.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Why
yes,
is
but
red?
red's good for sleeping.
Okay.
And that's what I use it
I was
for.
hoping that he might have a real answer for it, but red is good for
I
sleeping.
did have a real answer.
I'm acceptable.
My real answer
Perfectly
was
fine.
it's good for sleeping. I
He
said
didn't know
that.
I had no idea.
I know. I'm just trying to see if I can convince you guys if I said that first. I did say that. Remember?
Wait, you didn't get to the Canon cat story, did you? You kind of like
Oh,
moved past
right.
that.
So Cannon, because the cat's trying to be comfortable. Speaking of, how's he doing? Because that radiator might be on.
yeah, he looks cozy.
Is it on?
I
I
forgot
just
he
don't
was
want him
back
to
here
die.
until
Is
you
it
were like
on?
staring over here. Yeah, it's very, very warm and cozy.
Oh, okay. Because that's supposed to be off.
What do you mean?
No.
I turned them off.
We're making eye
Why do you
contact.
turn
When
them
it's-
off?
Well, when it's not too fucking
Oh, sure.
cold out.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's not on fire.
He's
Good.
alive.
So Cannon's here the other day, and the cat has made the what would you call that hallway?
Yeah, that.
The hallway kind of like his coming out. And I'm trying to not be under a fucking TV this whole time. So he's laying there, not hurting anybody.
He's not laying there, dude. He's literally.
I saw him before you went in there.
Spread out like one of those Garfield suction toys on the back
Good.
window of
That means
a
he's
Camry.
comfortable.
You know what I'm talking about?
On the floor?
On the floor. Literally like a fucking starfish, legs out, straight, cat. I've never seen a cat positioned like this.
You're making me like him
Arms,
more.
legs. And I came out and I'm like, what the fuck? What? And it just went and fucking
So,
started
yes.
skittering and then almost like ran into my face, bounced off of 6 walls, ping-ponged off of everything else.
It
and
does
then
do
went
that.
back into its hole.
He does do
I
that.
was like, dude,
Well,
your cat is the fucking
My
worst.
cat is
Now
does
I
not
know why
trust
you don't like the cat. Now I understand more of a backstory behind why he doesn't like the cat.
Right. This is how we relate. How he relates to the world is hating this cat through his own experiences.
Yes.
But
by
he's
doing
been
the
hating
work.
on the cat since day one, I feel
Oh,
like.
wow.
I think
Well,
he's
because I
I
don't
think
think
he's
now-
jealous. I have another friend.
He's no new friends, dude. I told you that's not cool.
You go, cat, huh? That's cool.
Like, can we actually talk about how you got? Because I've heard separately from everyone here about when Brendan first got the cat, what everybody said, and it's
What
the
did everybody
funniest thing
say?
of all time. Like how they responded to you getting the cat just like completely spontaneously with no plan.
Right, the day before I shot my special.
Yeah. Right, on the heels of an immediate
Well, I
breakup.
didn't realize this thing was going to be a lot of work.
yeah. Immediate.
I didn't realize how much work.
I
Coming
mean,
back in.
that is the fun. That is a fun time frame. Breakup, cat special
Yeah.
in no less than 72 hours, or no more than 72 hours, I should say. Well,
You
the
were-
cat also was such an instant fucking burden in the sense that it wouldn't come out, it wouldn't eat. It's like it's
That's not on the cat though, as much as it is a new environment. I would
Of
say.
course.
I give the cat
but
on that one.
again, doing it the
Yeah.
day before he's about to
A lot of
film
added
his special.
stressors.
Cocoa bananas. It's crazy talk, baby.
Oh, crooner.
Houston, hey.
Croony.
Creamy.
It's always empty
It
for you.
drinks so much water.
Well, if you go to the
So
sink, can
much
you fill
left.
mine up?
no,
too? Thanks,
not a
babe.
shot, host.
Well, yeah, there were a lot of added stressors with the little kitty cat.
Right. So that's why I have an immediate negative taste in my mouth when it comes to this cat, because I think it was a silly.
Oh shit!
What?
You gotta go, right?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Oh man.
I thought you said you had to be out by 4:30.
Did I? No, I said we should wrap around then.
Oh, all right. Show's over.
I'll be honest. We've been losing steam for quite some time. It feels
Should have
like.
ended it when I
I think
said it
you
before.
still can. We just have a good
Look.
goodbye now, and then you just cut out those last 15 minutes or whatever the hell that was.
Thanks for doing this show, you guys.
It's been fun.
Thanks for having us.
First guests.
Yeah. First time we've ever seen each other since the podcast broke up. We've all been purposely
No, the-
avoiding each other.
The Korean barbecue place.
Yeah, I was just. Of course,
You tried to
There's
create
been
a
other
narrative.
times
I
too.
was just doing a fun. What?
There have been other times too.
Yeah, I was just kind of doing
Anyway.
a fun thing.
Subscribe.
Fact check.
Tell your friends. Are we doing like a thing where
Maybe some plugs from
Maybe some
friends
plugs
here.
from the guests.
Here's the scenario on YouTube. Check it out. I have no idea when this is coming.
MikeCannon.com.
Emmaus. Yeah, let's plug that.
We're doing this isn't coming out.
It won't be out by then?
No, because we got to do the theme song. I still got to get that chain. I'm telling you, production has been pushed back.
Okay.
So whatever, just check them out. MikeCannonComedy.com, MikeFeeneyComedy.com.
Love you, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you. So look at all the stuff I can do while having a mental breakdown.
It's great.
Breakup,
I think
cat,
this is great.
special, podcast.
Hey, it seems like
Look at all that.
It seems like you're doing pretty well.
Look at all that.
That is a lot. I'm not
Yeah.
even kidding. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Be
So
on the lookout.
recognize, and we'll see you next time
Chain.
on a very special episode of Sag Daddy to Pod.
The next one's more special than this.
Goodbye.
The Rap Jack Black and Sag Daddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rescued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sag Daddy the Pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sag Daddy the Pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sag Daddy the Pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed, now here's my dumb voice. So recognizable, ski master, unreliable, diary of a guy who's higher than a freaking diving board. I'm tired, call me biting you as lang cause you align with your wardrobe. Give that back, you ain't that guy, bro. Kaleidoscope stripping, goddamn I'm tripping. Sipping shroom tea, looking at a blank television. Got a girl here gripping, thinking we'll do some business, but that's the last thing that I want. Seriously. Big dog, I'm on shirts now. Still scared that my house is gonna burn down. I'm a rare card, an old Charizard. Getting BJ's on a bench of a promenade. Don't know what to do, I got a lot of problems. Lot of emotional truths, I menage them. I'm getting robbed every time I get a coffee. Cause $6 is just too much.
Keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. But all you do is wrong.
Dream team, me and Galene and the four Beatles. Kidnapping whores illegally, pumping them full of needles. Eating Chinese till Steven asks us to order a pizza. Walk to run to get it, I can't do either. It's Sag Daddy the Pod, don't think twice, just bob your head, dealing your chicken with no rice. It's Sag Daddy the Pod, and on God I won't stop unless I wanna, that's kinda the deal, huh? It's Sag Daddy the Pod, no need to deviate. Your ears are not the only holes that I'm about to penetrate. It's Sag Daddy the Pod, so thanks for tuning in. Truman Show flow, if I don't see you, you can suck my dick.